We move on now to item 18, establishment of the evaluation body for the 2020 cycle. Fumiko, the floor is yours to present this item to us.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Under this item, the committee is invited to do several things. First of all, to adopt the terms of reference of the evaluation body, which you can find in Annex 1 of the working document 18. The committee is also to appoint 2 NGOs and 1 expert. 1 seat is vacant for NGO under the electoral group 1. Another seat is vacant for NGO under the electoral group 2. And the 3rd seat is vacant for expert under the electoral group 5B. And of course, the committee is to reappoint the 9 continuing members elected in previous years. For the new appointments, candidates were proposed by states parties concerned through the chairperson of each electoral group. According to Decision 9-11, states are encouraged to ensure that at least 2 candidates are sent by the chairperson of the electoral group, and in conformity with paragraph 28 of the operational directives, a maximum of 3 candidates can be proposed. This time, candidatures received per electoral group include 3 NGO for Group 1, 2 NGO for Group 2, 2 experts from Group 5B. The list of candidates is found in Annex 2 of Document 18, with websites and applications for accreditation in the case of NGOs, and CVs for experts. Madam Chair, this time we propose a slight new methodology for the work, and I would like to explain. Up to now, the evaluation body has always evaluated files in English alphabetical order, starting with the letter A, and the committee has followed the same sequence when examining the evaluation body's report. The Secretariat proposes to introduce some variation in the sequence of evaluating and examining nomination files. We invite the committee to adopt a new way to proceed that would still follow alphabetic order in English, but would begin with a different letter each year. The letter will be selected by lot during the session of the committee preceding the cycle concerned. So, for example, if the letter S is drawn by this session of the committee, the examination of the nominations will continue with S, T, U, and then so on for the following cycle. The following year, a different letter will be drawn. The presentation of the evaluation body report would follow the same order. So, Madam Chair, to sum up, the committee is asked to do a number of things under this item: adopt the terms of reference of the evaluation body, appoint 3 new members of the evaluation body, and reappoint the 9 continuing members, and select by lot a letter in the alphabet to determine the order of examination for the nominations under the next cycle. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fumiko, for your very clear presentation. I propose that we proceed in order in which Fumiko introduced our work. First, by looking at the terms of reference, and then proceeding to the appointment of 3 new members of the evaluation body. Once the new members are elected, choose a letter of the alphabet to determine the order of examination for the nominations under the next cycle. In accordance to our rules of procedure, and in particular to Section B of Rule 39, we will proceed with a vote by secret ballot to choose the 3 new members of the evaluation body. may I suggest that we first proceed to adopt the terms of reference. However, before we do so, I would like to point out that yesterday, the committee took stock of the provisional upstream dialogue mechanism initiated during the 2019 cycle between the evaluation body and submitting states parties, and decided to present amendments to the operational directives to the 8th session of the General Assembly in 2020. Therefore, the terms of reference of the evaluation body include a provision for a dialogue process with submitting states during the evaluation process for the 2020 cycle under paragraph 5. This will be applicable only in case the General Assembly adopts the relevant amendments to the operational directives. Having said, let us look at the terms of reference on the screen. I propose to proceed to adopt the terms of reference paragraph by paragraph. Number 1, adopted. Number 2, adopted. Number 3, adopted. Number 4, then A, adopted. B, adopted. C, adopted. D, adopted. E, adopted. 4 as a whole, adopted. 5, adopted. 6, adopted. Annex 1 as a whole, adopted. I understand that it has been suggested to draw a letter of the alphabet by lot to determine the order for evaluating and examining files for the following year cycle. I think it's a good idea. Do you have any objection? I see none. Later on, after the election result is announced, we will draw the letter by lot for this 2020 cycle. Fumiko, pouvez-vous nous expliquer la procédure de vote au bulletin secret?
Avec plaisir, Madame la Présidente. Le secrétariat va distribuer à tous les membres du comité 3 bulletins, un pour chaque siège vacant et une enveloppe. Chaque membre du comité doit exprimer clairement son choix pour chaque siège vacant et non pas uniquement pour le siège vacant de son groupe électoral. Le candidat qui récolte le plus grand nombre de voix sera élu. Sur chaque bulletin sont inscrits les noms de tous les candidats pour chaque siège. Vous êtes prié d'entourer d'un cercle les noms des candidats pour lesquels vous souhaitez voter. Merci de plier les bulletins, de les mettre dans l'enveloppe qui vous a été remise et de la sceller. L'enveloppe ne doit porter aucune inscription. L'absence de bulletin dans l'enveloppe est considérée comme une abstention. Les bulletins comportant plus de noms sélectionnés que le nombre de sièges à pourvoir, ainsi que les bulletins qui ne portent aucune mention d'intention de vote, sont considérés nuls. Après une pause de quelques minutes pour vous permettre de préparer vos bulletins, nous procéderons à un appel des membres du comité pour qu'ils déposent leurs enveloppes dans l'urne en face du podium. Merci, Madame la Présidente.
Si, merci Fumiko. Y a-t-il des questions concernant la procédure? Alors, pour commencer, nous avons besoin de 2 volontaires qui voudraient bien assurer le rôle de scrutateur. Donc, on a Gabriel Detschmann from Austria and Kanzada Yesenova from Kazakhstan. Merci beaucoup. Austria, Kazakhstan, pouvez-vous nous joindre sur le podium, s'il vous plaît? Est-ce que vous avez tous reçu les bulletins et les enveloppes? Je demande aux membres du comité. C'est bon? Il y a tout le monde qui les a reçus, d'accord? Donc, on a encore quelques minutes pour d'encercler les noms des candidats pour lesquels vous souhaitez voter avant l'appel pour venir déposer les enveloppes. 2 minutes. Donc, vous êtes prêts? Est-ce que vous avez terminé? Bon, alors je vais inviter Fumiko à procéder à l'appel afin de recueillir les bulletins de chaque délégation. L'appel sera fait par ordre alphabétique en français des États membres du comité. Pour gagner du temps, vous pouvez vous rapprocher du podium par avance. Pour faciliter cela, vous aurez la liste affichée à l'écran avec l'État à l'appel et les États suivants. Merci Fumiko.
Merci, Madame la Présidente. Je commence. Arménie. Autriche. À voter. Azerbaïdjan. À voter. Arménie. À voter. Cameroun. À voter. Chine. À voter. Chiffres. À voter. Colombie. À voter. Cuba. À voter. Djibouti. À voter. Guatemala. À voter. Jamaïque. À voter. Japon. À voter. Kazakhstan. À voter. Koweït. À voter. Liban. À voter. Maurice. À voter. Pays-Bas. Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. J'appelle Palestine. Pays-Bas. Philippines. Pologne. Sénégal. À voter. Sri Lanka. À voter. Togo. À voter. Zambie. À voter. Madame la Présidente, tous les membres ont voté. Merci beaucoup.
Donc, nous avons récolté toutes les enveloppes et nous avons besoin du temps pour décompter les votes. Donc, on a déjà travaillé sur le sujet le 19. Donc, je vous propose qu'on passe au déjeuner. Pour le dernier jour, ce sera plus tôt. Donc, we will proceed, before getting out of the room, we will proceed with items, before you leave the room, we will proceed with items 5A and 23 concerning the report of committee and the approval of the list of decisions immediately after lunch break. Can we do this now? No, okay, I already asked the Secretariat. They're not ready to do that. Sorry. The report of the committee to the General Assembly will need to be updated to include activities the committee have undertaken between the time of the writing of the report in November and the end of the year 2019. To facilitate this process during the lunch break, the Secretariat will update the report of the committee to the General Assembly with your accomplishments till now. Moreover, the Secretariat will compile the decisions adopted during this week and up to the lunch break today. That is, decisions concerning items 2, 18, and 19 also. And 19 also. The committee members will find a printed copy upon their return on this room at 2 p.m. This will give you half an hour to read the report and the decisions. We will then start with item 5A at 2:30 p.m. to adopt our report. We may ask the committee to allow the rapporteur of the 14th session to validate any necessary updates to the report. Immediately after that, we can move to item 23 to adopt the list of decisions. Once more, the committee may allow the rapporteur to validate any remaining decisions. I will now give the floor to Fumiko.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Secretariat will shortly send us a satisfaction survey to your emails. We would greatly appreciate if you could complete it in a timely manner. This will help us improve the organization of the statutory meetings of the Convention in the future. The survey is available on the webpage of the 14Com, and I believe that it is highlighted on the screens. Finally, I would also like to point out that the UNESCO exhibition, Sounds of Living Heritage, A Journey Through Indigenous Languages, is continuing in Room P until this evening. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Fumiko. So we have now arrived to the end of this morning session. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you back at 2:30 p.m. Have a good lunchtime.